In this lecture, we will discuss the syllabus of Haryana TGT English screening, and you all know that there is 50% weightage for English syllabus. Overall, there will be paper of 100 marks, but 50% weightage has been given to English syllabus. So as far as English syllabus is concerned, first of all, there's a literature portion, and in literature portion, three things are mentioned: short story, novel, and poetry. So how should you prepare? So they haven't prescribed any age, they haven't prescribed any writer. They have mentioned only short story, novel, and poetry. So you need not go very deep as far as these three genres are concerned. As far as poetry is concerned, you must know different types of poetry, such as sonnet, lyric, elegy, ode. Now, ode, they are of three types. You must understand, or you must know the three types of odes. As far as sonnet is concerned, sonnet is of many types. Similarly, you talk about lyric, you talk about elegy, elegies of different types. So, as far as poetry is concerned, you must know the different types of poetry. Secondly, you must know the different stanzic forms, because you all know that poems are written in different stanza, rhyme royal. Then we have the terza rima, ottava rima, Spenserian stanza, heroic couplet, ballad stanza, scalotonics. So there are different stanzic forms you must remember relating to poetry. So as far as poetry is concerned, you must have the knowledge of rhyme also. That what is rhyme and the types of rhyme. You know that rhyme is of many types: masculine rhyme, feminine rhyme. Then we have the I rhyme. Then we have the perfect rhyme. Then we have the imperfect rhyme. Then we have the triple rhyme. Then we have the quadruple rhyme. So you must know the different types of rhyme. So, as far as poetry is concerned, you must know meter also, because a poem is written in meter. Meter, you know, chand. So you must know the different types of meter. For example, iambic, anapestic, dactylic, trochee, spondy, pirh, ambibrake. Then you must know the types of foot, monometer, dimeter, trimeter, tetrameter, pentameter, hexameter, septameter, octometer, nanometer, decameter. So you must know about the various types of meter. Then you must know the great poems written by great writers. For example, there may be a question: then who wrote the poem Prologue to the Canterbury Tales? So this poem has been written by Geoffrey Chaucer. So as far as poetry is concerned, you must cover all these aspects, which I have hinted that in this way you can prepare poetry. Similarly, as far as novel is concerned, you know that novel started during the 18th century, and the four writers who started novel, they were Samuel Richardson, Henry Fielding, Tobias Smollett, and Lawrence Sterne. They are called the four wheels of English novel, and the English novel started during the 18th century. So, as far as novel is concerned, you must know different types of novel, because novel is of different types. There's a novel of character, then there's a novel of ideas, then we have the historical novel, regional novel, science fiction novel, and then we have the involuted novel, meta fiction novel. There are different types of novel. Similarly, you must know the various elements of a novel. In a novel, we use a plot, story, character, rhythm, pattern, prophecy, fantasy. Clear? Then there are different terms relating to the novel, such as a Romaniklepp, Bildungsroman, Kunstlerroman. Clear? So there are stream of consciousness technique. There are different terms relating to novel. So you must know the different terms, types of novel, and the important novelist and the novels written by them. As far as story is concerned, so you must know the different writers who have written short stories. So this is, as far as literature is concerned, you are to prepare this one. Now the second topic, that is called language, that is quite important, because you know that an English teacher must have correct pronunciation. And that's why they have prescribed this topic in your syllabus, that a person who is going to become a teacher of English, he must have correct pronunciation. And that's why they have prescribed phonetic transcription, stress or accent. Then the next topic is intonation. They have misprinted this topic. It's not information, it's intonation. Intonation, I think you know, rise and fall in the volume of the pitch. That is called intonation. Because when we speak, we don't speak on the same level. Sometimes our sound goes up, sometimes our sound goes down, sometimes our sound remains stable. So these changes in the volume of the pitch, they are called intonation. So intonation has different rules. You know, there are four types of intonation: rising tone, falling tone, falling rising tone, rising falling tone. So they have the different rules, so you must know. And do you know, intonation has a very important role in our life. So an English teacher must have the understanding of a intonation, because if you use wrong intonation, so the meaning of the sentence changes. Just I want to give you example. If I speak a word with falling tone, for example, simple word thank you, if I just pronounce it with falling tone, how will I pronounce it? Thank you. So it's a thank you जो मैंने अभी falling tone से बोल के बताया, मैंने क्या बोला? Thank you. थैंक यू मीन्स ये हम दिल से नहीं कर रहे, फेंक रहे हैं. अब इसी को हम राइजिंग टोन से बोलते हैं. वर्ड्स आर द सेम बट द मीनिंग विल बी डिफरेंट. अब मैं इसको राइजिंग टोन से बोलूंगा तो क्या बोलूंगा? थैंक यू. नाउ दिस इज फ्रॉम द हार्ट. पहला क्या था? थैंक यू. दूसरा क्या? थैंक यू. दैट इज फ्रॉम द हार्ट. सो मीन्स वर्ड्स आर द सेम, only the intonation makes the difference in meaning. And that's why they have prescribed this very important topic, intonation. Again, I am explaining, it is not information, it's intonation. They have misprinted this topic. So that's really very important, intonation. So you must know. That's a wonderful topic to understand. Then phonetic transcription, you know that you must know the correct pronunciation of each and every word. Then we have the stress. Stress, do you know when to speak a syllable with force? So that's another. So besides preparing phonetic transcription, there are more than 70 rules of stress. You must know each and every rule. Then you will be able to pronounce each and every word correctly. There are many rules of intonation. Then besides preparing these topics, you must also prepare phonetics. For example, place of articulation, manner of articulation, description of vowel sound. You must know about syllable. So these topics are also required under this topic, and that is your second topic, language. Then we have the third topic, vocabulary. You know that it includes synonyms, antonyms, one word substitution, homophones. Homophones, I think you know. Homophones means words having the same sound but different meaning and different spellings. They are called homophone. Homo means same, phone means sound. So their name itself gives the meaning. So homophone means words having the same sound, the same pronunciation, but different spelling and different meaning. They are called homophones. For example, you can say that break. One break is B-R-A-K-E, second is B-R-E-A-K. Now their pronunciation is same, but their meaning is different. है ना? Second break means to break something. And second is, first is break. Break means to apply a brake to the vehicle. That is called brake. Similarly, and you must remember these difference between these words. So that is called homophones. Then we have sentence making, and we have the phrasal verbs. So that is your vocabulary. So it can be prepared. There's no problem at all in vocabulary. Then we have the parts of speech. Noun, you must know uh, the different types of noun, you all know. Then you must know the rules of plural number. That number, there are two types, that is a singular and plural. There are certain rules relating to number, you must know. And then we have apostrophe, possessive cases, you must know, relating to noun. Then we have subject, agreement, that is also the part of noun. So noun is a very long topic. So then we have the complement here, because noun performs different functions. It can functions as object, it can function as complement. So you will have to cover the complete topic of noun. Similarly, we have pronoun. So pronoun, again, it's a good topic, and you must cover this topic in detail. Then adverb, then we have adjective, then we have preposition, interjection. You know all these grammar topics, but you must prepare these topics thoroughly, deeply. You must know deeply about these concepts. Then we have the punctuation. In punctuation, we have voice, narration, subject, verb, agreement, and we have the verb patterns. Do you know there are 25 verb patterns? So you must know about those 25 verb patterns. So that's another wonderful topic. There are 25 verb patterns. Normally, these verb patterns are prescribed in PG syllabus, in the paper linguistics. But do you know that nowadays, in even in UG class, these verb patterns are prescribed. So these verb patterns are prescribed. So you must know about those 25 verb patterns also. Then we have the next section, which is very interesting, and that is composition section or writing section. But you will be, I think, surprised, and for the first time in Haryana, it is going to apply this rule, that you will get multiple choice question on these topics. For example, paragraph. Do you know paragraph? They are of different types. There are descriptive paragraph. There are reflective paragraph. So paragraphs are of different types. So there may be a question on the different types of paragraph. Then we have the article. So there may be a multiple choice question on article. Then we have formal and informal letter. So they may ask you the pattern of the formal letter. They may you ask to the pattern of the informal letter. So they will come in multiple choice question. Then we have the email. Then we have the resume. Do you know resume is also of different types? We have the reverse chronological resume. We have the functional resume. We have the combined resume. Clear? So reverse chronological resume is used when, functional resume is used when, and combined resume is used when. So there may be many questions from the topic resume. So you must know about that one. Then we have the writing and the reading skills. Then we have the advertisement. And you know that advertisement, they are of different types. So you must know about all the types of advertisement. Then we have notice. Notice are of different types. Then we have the poster making, invitation, application and letters, that have already been repeated. This topic has been repeated. Articles, we have the two types of article, definite and indefinite. Then we have conservation, interview. Interview is itself a long topic, because there are different types of interview. There are so many do's and don'ts in interview. Then we have the paragraph, diary entry, comprehension passages. So your syllabus is quite vast. Don't think that it's quite narrow. Then we have the determiners, we have the tenses, we have the clauses, we have the synthesis of sentences. Then we have the modals, voice. Again, that topic has been repeated. Error corrections, editing. Then we have the reordering of sentences, in which you have the topic punctuation, the topic articles has been repeated, reported speech, known finites, where the idioms, figures of speech. That's another very interesting topic, because there are near about 100 figures of speech you must know, because definitely there will be a question on figures of speech. then we have editing and omission, then subject verb conquered. This topic has been repeated because earlier there was a topic subject verb agreement. So they have repeated this topic and they have named it subject verb conquered means agreement. Then we have the types of paragraph, in which we have the poetic devices that I have already talked about, that there are so many poetic devices. When I talked about the section poetry, the topic poetry, so there are different poetic devices. You must know metaphor, irony. Then we have the infinitives. Again, this topic has been repeated. Non-finites, do you know, it is of three types. It is infinitive, gerund, infinitive, gerund, and participle. So again, they have repeated this topic, infinitives, gerund. They are the part of non-finites. Clauses, this topic has been repeated. So in your syllabus, there's a repetition of so many topics, but they have covered what is expected from an English teacher. That's a very good part of this syllabus. For the first time, Haryana government has prepared an excellent syllabus of English teacher. So an English teacher is expected to have mastery over complete grammar. He or she must have the mastery of writing skills, for example advertisement, notice, poster making, letter writing. Okay? Similarly, they must have the mastery over figures of speech, pronunciation, phonetic transcription, intonation. So that's a wonderful syllabus for the first time that has been set by Haryana government. So that's all about your syllabus. So I hope that you are able to understand each and everything. Still, if you have any query, feel free to write, and to write in the comment section of this lecture. Definitely, I will give answer to your query. Thanks for watching my lecture, for watching my video. And uh, as far as this syllabus is concerned, so I have prepared a recorded course of this paper, of this syllabus. You can um, go for that course by downloading my app Oxbridge English from Play Store, and the link of that app will be given in the description box. Thanks for watching the video.